Matt Vasgersian back here on today's minor league pregame show. First pitch coming up in the Southern League, but first let's take a look at the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Kenji Summersgill is in the glow. And what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really in control out there. And, you know, sometimes you can tell a guy is going to dominate from the moment he sets foot on the rubber. They just exude confidence, and their body language kind of says, "You ain't touching me today." That's what I saw in him. And even though I was a hitter in my career, it was really fun to watch him make those other guys look silly. We'll see if he's still in top shape in this matchup here today.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Ought to be a good one here between the Biloxi Shuckers and the Mississippi Braves. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He leads the ball club in both home runs and RBIs. Right now, he's the dominating power threat in this order.
Kenji Summersgill gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very involved. Should be fun to watch.
Alberto Gomez heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Center fielder, Alberto Gomez.
And we are underway as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. EK, as we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
And this will be their last home game for quite a while. They're about to head out on a long road trip, so they'll be wanting to get out of here with at least another victory under their belts.
A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Ready on 1 and 2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Hey, here's the numbers from the last time out. 6 2/3. He'll be looking to keep his winning streak going here.
Gonzalez.
Juan Gonzalez will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Popped high in the air. Summersgill with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down.
Batting third, left fielder,
Christopher Starkey will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. Patrick Hager will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. breaking pitch is swung on and hit fouled over to the right side. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Rhodey has a beat on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
At the plate, Robert Pena, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Roger Hara will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Too high, and it's 3-0. That's in there, 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Hit down the third base line, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Rhodey has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Rob Karen leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
1 away here to begin the third. Adam Overton will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, guys, 1 good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Third inning, no score to this point. That evens it up, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Adrian Hauser is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are stepping in, Kenji Summersgill. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Kenji Summersgill.
Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count, 0-2.
I think he needs to cut down on his swing a bit, get a little more compact, because He ain't going to be touching those fastballs.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already. Alberto Gomez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Center fielder, Alberto
To first.
Gomez.
Curran gloves it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting,
Juan Gonzalez in now. Popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
left fielder number 20,
Christopher Starkey digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Richard moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Patrick Hager heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. In the air now, out to right field. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
now batting.
Now to the plate, Robert Pena. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
And a first pitch knuckleball's inside for ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Rhodey sprinting after it. And foul. And he takes a called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. At the plate, Roger Hara. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up. Kenji Summersgill is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
1 strike.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Rob Karen makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Hit the other way out toward right field. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
The catcher, number 9. Adam
Striding into the box, Adam Overton. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball, 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Outside, 3-0 now. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Adrian Hauser comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
That's where you can outthink yourself as a pitcher. He's showing bunt at the plate, so on the mound you're thinking, I don't want to give him anything that's too easy to get down. And instead, he throws this one away, and from an offensive point of view, it works out just as good as a sacrifice. Even better, it doesn't cost him an out.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
It's rare to see a double-A guy with a slider this good. I mean, that thing is legit. That pitch alone, that might be enough to get him to the show one of these days.
Standing in now, Alberto Gomez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. To short, hit hard. Brignac scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More baseball. Juan Gonzalez will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
A windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this deflects right off him. So, unfortunately, he'll be forced to leave the game here with an apparent head injury. And we're hoping, of course, it's nothing too serious, but it's usually not good when it's above the neck. Todd Vasquez is going to come in now and take over following the injury. Christopher Starkey will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Yeah, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. In there, no balls and a strike.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Patrick Hager will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Robert Pena comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
You got to believe he's going to keep going back to that slider. It's been great for him so far.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Roger Hara, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Rob Karen comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Oh, this pitch is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Adam Overton stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. So it's 1 run on 4 hits here. No errors. And they leave the bases loaded. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning, and that was enough to get his guys into position to win this ball game.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to the show.